So I thought I'd talk a bit about the horror anthology movie called The 100 Candles Game. So right off the bat, this movie is on Tubi. It's about a small group of friends who play this ancient game where you have to light a ton of candles, you sit in a circle, and you tell a scary story to a magical mirror. Um, well, you have the framing story where you get some banter between the characters as they begin to tell these different stories. I'm generally a fan of anthology horror, but this movie just really disappointed me, unfortunately. Um, really, only two of the segments were memorable enough for me. The first segment I enjoyed was used in another anthology horror movie, and it starred Amy Smart as a woman who is being plagued by these visions of some kind of demonic force going after her daughter. Um, it was a good segment. I found it kind of funny that they just used it in another anthology horror movie. Um, the second segment I watched that I liked was about a Hispanic woman who wakes up in basically a coffin. She's buried alive. Uh, the only thing she has on her is her cell phone, and she keeps recording messages um, on the voice app and sending them to someone back and forth, trying to get help, trying to be saved from being buried alive, basically. So this is kind of similar to the movie Buried from several years back, starring Ryan Reynolds. Um, I thought it was a very strong segment. The only problem was it was all in Spanish. It had no English subtitles, so I could really only glean so much of what the conversation was about as she frantically tried to call people and send voice messages out to people. Um, the segment, all of the segments aren't very long, so this one was pretty intense, even though I really couldn't understand the entire conversation. I think I understood like bits and pieces of it. But yeah, no English subtitles, and I have nothing against foreign language movies. You know, Asian horror I love, French horror I love. Subtitles don't bother me as long as the movie's interesting. But yeah, I feel like I missed out on a lot of what this segment was about. And then going back, you have these friends telling each other stories and bantering together for the wraparound segment. And it doesn't really have the greatest payoff either. And I feel like with a better script of the segments in the wraparound segment, it could have been like a more enjoyable movie. And I know anthology horror is hard to do. I've said that several times, reviewing these similar movies. Um, yeah, like the game as a plot was interesting. You didn't really get to know a lot about it, just that you had to sit around in a circle, light 100 candles, and talk to a magic mirror and tell it a ghost story, basically, a scary story. So, I don't know. I didn't really enjoy it. I only like those two segments, and that was pretty much it. So you can watch this on Tubi. It's called Game of 100 Candles, I believe. And that's it. I'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching.